canister, which will throw him down in the which will serve him as canister. What will he do when he's turned black and blue? He will rule the day. Somebody named him
The fact that she wants to go into musical theater, and again, because of us having this kind of background, if you look at most theater shows, you have to not only be able to sing, but you have to be able to dance. Doing the role of Pamina in The Magic Flute, and Mike was doing a couple of parts, small parts in La Traviata.
Yeah.
And so we were just doing the music program. Young, we didn't know each other, we didn't know, we knew some of the people there, but
I didn't know anybody there. That was...
Yeah, it's a big Juilliard hub.
Yeah, it's a lot of, they call it the Juilliard of the West.
We didn't get to do
that
summer that much together.
Yeah, I was not in the Magic Flute.
Productions together, I was in Traviata too, but I mean, we didn't get to like sing really opposite each other until much later. We came to New York in November. It was clear to both of us that this was going to be, we were going to be together. So you moved in with me.
I did an audition for a summer young artist program at an opera company, and I got chose to go to Utah Opera, and so we actually moved to Utah. Went to Utah in '98 until May of '99, and then went to Italy from June, July, August, and in August I came back to New York City and started at New York City Opera, and I was at New York City Opera until they closed. First year we were together, I saw Teresa 7 weeks.
Yeah.
The first year.
So when he left Arizona and decided to move to New York and pursue our relationship, pursue a possible career, because at the time he didn't know what was going to happen, but he said, let me just give it a shot.
One day Teresa said, "Oh, I've got to go away this weekend because I have a little singing thing to do." So very modestly I said, "Well, what are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I've got to go to LA. I got this little thing I'm doing." And I'm like, "Well, what are you doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm singing Pamina." I said, "Oh, great. Where?" She said, "The Hollywood Bowl." At one point that first year, I picked up Teresa in a taxi at Newark Airport, and we took the taxi to JFK Airport so I could see her, because I wasn't going to see her for 2 or 3 months because she was away singing. I was studying, I was taking lessons and coaching, different roles, preparing for auditions, and I was working at an insurance company.
For the first year or two, it was really great because we were both pursuing what we loved. Like I said, I was, doing it, and he was starting. And so it was great because we kind of were able to foster off of each other, help each other, and give each other that support, and so to have, someone who's already going out there and doing it, I was able to encourage him and say, yeah, take that, or do this, or you need to meet this person, or, I remember him telling me when I would go and have a coaching, he's like, "What's a coaching? What's a coaching?"
Yeah, I didn't have the same training.
And I would say, well, you take your music, you work with a coach, they call it a coach.
That's on languages or
they help
direction.
you with the language, they help you to learn the music. It's different than a voice teacher, And he said, "My gosh," he said, "I didn't even know." So his world was starting to open up.
When you have one person away performing and the other one's at home with the same old grind, the person that's away has to make the person at home feel very secure, and that's what Teresa did for me. She knew it was hardest for me to be in the same old grind in New York to take care of things, and I was new to New York, but she always made me feel comfortable that, things will work out, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. Teresa was singing with the Jerusalem Symphony in 1998, in December of '98. So we flew from Jerusalem to Salt Lake City, and because we were moving there for 6 months. So, and then from there I went to Italy, and she went back to New York.
Right.
And then down to Florida.
I really want to pursue in musical theater because I've been doing these shows, and I really feel like this is my passion.
We know what it takes and what you need to do.
Right.
And we have other connections that our parents didn't have.
The fact that she wants to go into musical theater, and again, because of us having this kind of background, if you look at most theater shows, you have to not only be able to sing, but you have to be able to dance.
For us, it used to be you could go away for a month and you might make $10,000, $20,000. Now you go away for a month and they want to offer you $3,000.
Now they're hiring local singers, whereas before they used to hire from all over. So even though you were from New York, they could hire you in Anchorage, you know, no problem. But now, because things are getting tighter, now Anchorage, let's say, they're going to hire whoever's there locally.
Let's say they do 10 performances of Mikado. Even if they sell out the 10 performances, it will not be enough money to pay for all the performers and the orchestra
And production.
and the production, the costumes, the people that run the company.
I go and teach twice a week a voice class because there's no voice at her school at all. No voice class during the day because things are getting cut. We're finding out more and more studies that say the arts are so important. You have to have creative arts, visual arts, dance, music, all of that, you know, because it also stimulates other parts of the brain. It's been proven that the focus becomes better, the concentration becomes better, and then they have something to look forward to that's joyful. We're in such a tech-driven world now with all the technology and, you know, the iPhones and the games and everything, that their focus for you know, children is, you know, on these devices, and we're lacking everything else.